Deuteronomy chapter 9. Summary. Moses warns against self-righteousness by reminding the Israelites of their stiff-necked foolishness with the golden calf and 5 other rebellions. Memory verses. Chapter 9, verse 6. Know then, it is not because of your righteousness that the Lord your God is giving you this good land to possess, for you are a stiff-necked people. Chapter 9, verse 26. And I prayed to the Lord and said, O Lord God, do not destroy your people and your inheritance, whom you have redeemed through your greatness, whom you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Deuteronomy chapter 9, translation. Hear, O Israel, you are crossing over the Jordan today to go in to dispossess nations greater and mightier than you, great cities and fortified to heaven, a people great and tall, the sons of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you have heard. Who can stand before the sons of Anak? Know therefore today that it is the Lord your God who is crossing over before you as a consuming fire. He will destroy them, and he will subdue them before your face, so that you may drive them out and destroy them quickly, just as the Lord has spoken to you. Do not say in your heart when the Lord your God has driven them out before you, saying, because of my righteousness the Lord has brought me in to possess this land. But because of the wickedness of these nations, the Lord is dispossessing them before you. It is not for your righteousness or for the uprightness of your heart that you are going to possess their land, but because of the wickedness of these nations, the Lord your God is driving them out before you, in order to confirm the word which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Know then, it is not because of your righteousness that the Lord your God is giving you this good land to possess, for you are a stiff-necked people. Remember, do not forget how you provoked the Lord your God to wrath in the wilderness. From the day that you left the land of Egypt until you arrived at this place, you have been rebellious against the Lord. And in Horeb you provoked the Lord to wrath, and the Lord was so angry with you that he would have destroyed you. When I went up to the mountain to receive the tablets of stone, the tablets of the covenant which the Lord had made with you, then I remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water. And the Lord gave me the 2 tablets of stone written by the finger of God, and on them were all the words which the Lord had spoken with you at the mountain from the midst of the fire on the day of the assembly. And it came about at the end of 40 days and 40 nights that the Lord gave me the 2 tablets of stone, the tablets of the covenant. And the Lord said to me, Arise, go down from here, quickly, for your people, whom you brought out of Egypt, have acted corruptly. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made a molten image for themselves. Furthermore, the Lord spoke to me, saying, I have seen this people, and indeed it is a stiff-necked people. Let me alone, so that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven. And I will make of you a nation mightier and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain was burning with fire, and the 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, you had sinned against the Lord your God. You had made for yourselves a molten calf. You had turned aside quickly from the way which the Lord had commanded you. And I took hold of the 2 tablets and threw them from my 2 hands, and smashed them before your eyes. And I fell down before the Lord, as at the first, 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water, because of all your sin which you had sinned in doing what was evil in the sight of the Lord to provoke him to anger. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure with which the Lord was wrathful against you in order to destroy you. But the Lord listened to me at that time also. And the Lord was angry enough with Aaron to destroy him, and I also prayed for Aaron at the same time. And I took your sin, the calf which you had made, and burned it with fire, and crushed it, grinding it very small until it was as fine as dust. And I threw its dust into the brook that came down from the mountain. And at Taberah, and at Massa, and at Kibroth Hattaavah, you provoked the Lord to wrath. And when the Lord sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you, then you rebelled against the mouth of the Lord your God. You neither believed him, nor listened to his voice. You have been rebellious against the Lord from the day I knew you. So I fell down before the Lord the 40 days and 40 nights which I fell down, because the Lord had said he would destroy you. And I prayed to the Lord and said, O Lord God, do not destroy your people and your inheritance, whom you have redeemed through your greatness, whom you have brought out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Remember your servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Do not look at the stubbornness of this people, or at their wickedness, or at their sin. Otherwise the land from which you brought us may say, because the Lord was not able to bring them into the land which he had spoken to them, and because he hated them, he has brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are your people and your inheritance, whom you have brought out by your mighty power and by your outstretched arm.